What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in today's video I answer the #1 question that I get on a day-to-day basis. You guys asked in the questions and comments and I always answer, so this one requires a set of videos to be able to get brand new people started selling on Amazon. Now here's the thing, and this is the main thing that I want you all to understand, is that there are several different ways that you can get started on Amazon as a beginner. And so sometimes it's a little bit confusing as to what exactly way you want to get started with. So today I am going to cover every single way that I personally know of and have had experience with in regards to selling on Amazon. Now, let me say one thing. I have tried every possible way to sell on Amazon and I had to start from the ground up. So I literally started with zero budget at one point. So I'm going to cover every single one of those ways and a heck of a lot more in this video series. So I hope you're fired up for this. I'm sure fired up. Let's go to do this. Let's first talk about the 3 different vehicles you can use within Amazon to sell products. Now, the first is all the rage everywhere you look, and that is FBA. And what FBA stands for is nothing more than fulfillment by Amazon. And let me explain what this means. In the most basic terms, all it means is that if you have a physical product to sell on Amazon, you will have to send that product to Amazon themselves, regardless of whether it comes from your own home or from a third-party supplier, and even from China. That product must be shipped into Amazon, and once Amazon gets their hands on it, they take over from there, and they not only allow you to place the item on their website, create a listing, but they also sell the product to the customer, they collect the money, and then if all goes well, in 2 weeks, you will have been paid for that product by Amazon. So they do all the credit card processing, all the shipping, everything. And this usually comes at a price. So many people, when they're brand new, they're afraid to get started on Amazon because they're like, wow, well, I heard that Amazon charges enormous fees for you, the seller. But the reality is that yes, they do charge fees. There is a 15% referral fee, as well as shipping fees for you to pay the product to be shipped to the customer. And while it sounds like a lot of money, the reality is Amazon takes about 1/3 of the total overall sales. So in a minute, we will do a calculation to see how much Amazon collects on certain items. But first, let me show you an example of an FBA product. So right here, this is an FBA product, and the way you can tell that is because it clearly states it's in stock and it ships from Amazon, but it's sold by somebody called Profect. And Profect is the manufacturer of this particular product. So this is a product that is fulfilled by Amazon. As I said, Profect ships this in to Amazon and Amazon takes over the rest. So FBA does have certain fees, so we will talk about those here in a minute. But first, let's show the second type of vehicle that you can use when selling on Amazon, and that is merchant fulfilling. So let me show you an example of a merchant fulfilled product and how that works. And this product is a patio furniture set. And the way that you can tell it's merchant fulfilled, and what that basically means is that you, the manufacturer, or you, the seller, agrees that you're going to place this item on Amazon, you're going to list it for sale, and if it sells, you yourself will make sure that it gets shipped out to the customer. Amazon is obviously still going to collect the money, but if they confirm that you have shipped it to the customer, you will get paid in your Amazon account, and once again, you can cash this out in 2 weeks. Now, the price of this thing is $374.99, and the way that you can tell that it's merchant fulfilled and the merchant or the seller is shipping this to you is it shows right here, $49.99 delivery. You will get this March 17th to March 22nd, and it will ship from Aveni, and it's sold by Aveni, although it is being fulfilled with the credit card processing by Amazon, but you, the merchant, or you, the seller, will have to ship this to the customer. And now the third and final vehicle that you can use to sell on Amazon is by selling print-on-demand products. And the first example I'm going to show you is this Unicorn, Mermaid, and Princess coloring book for kids ages 4 through 8. This product, Amazon creates the book, you upload the file as a seller, you create the file, and we'll talk about how you can do that here in a future video. But it's independently published by you in partnership with Amazon, and now Amazon will print it out, and they'll ship it to the customer, and you will make money when that happens. The second way is by using a site called Merch by Amazon, and Merch by Amazon is nothing more than Amazon creating the t-shirts that you upload the design for, and they'll ship them out, they'll send them to the customer, and you will collect a royalty. So this is an example of a merch by Amazon t-shirt, and this is a platform that you can get started on as well. So those are the 3 different types of vehicles that you can use to start a business on Amazon. Now let's go ahead and talk about the good and the bad of the first one, which is FBA. Okay, so with FBA, you have several different types of businesses that you can start that classify as FBA. The first is retail arbitrage. And retail arbitrage is nothing more than you going into stores and physically scanning products and then figuring out if you can make some money on these products that can be found in stores. And you might ask yourself, why in the world would anybody want to pay you for a product that is cheaper inside of some place like Target? And the reality is that number 1, people are very lazy. Number 2, people don't really want to search for things. And number 3, right now, particularly during COVID, it is a lot easier for people not to have to go out there and not to have to potentially expose themselves to something that they're very afraid of. So there is a tremendous opportunity right this moment for you to go into physical stores and look for products like these that I'm talking about. And these products can be as simple as things like Colgate toothpaste. And if we take a look and search for Colgate toothpaste, you'll notice that there's a bunch of them that are loaded here in packs. So this right here is a pack of 4 Colgate Total Whitening toothpaste for $11.98. And if I click into that, what you'll notice is even though they say ships and sold by Amazon, if you click on here, new 5 from $11.98, you'll notice that there's a bunch of other sellers on here. And these sellers are third-party sellers like you and I that can jump on the listing and sell this product as well. So this is an example of a company that potentially either has a deal with Colgate or they went out and they somehow cleverly did some coupon deals and grabbed these and are now reselling them on Amazon. And the list of products is endless for this particular type of tactic. There are so many products that you can buy and resell on Amazon using this particular tactic. So you might be wondering, how do I get started with this, or how much money do I need? The reality is that you really don't need any money. And this is the same way that I got started selling on Amazon. And I started with literally 0 money. All I did is I went inside of my garage and I scanned every used product or product that still was brand new and in packaging, and I sent it into Amazon. So I had tons of collectibles, a ton of different used items that I sold from my garage to Amazon. And a lot of people aren't even aware that you can sell used items, but yes, you can sell used items on Amazon. You can sell a lot of products like coffee machines and small appliances and all sorts of things like that. So that is one way to get started with no money at all. A second way to get started with not too much money is by going to thrift shops and doing the exact same thing that I just talked about. Scanning anything with a barcode, checking to see what the price is on an app that you can download from Amazon called the Amazon Seller app. With that app, you can scan different products and see how much that product sells for on Amazon. And all you have to do is enter the price that you found it for in the store, and you can quickly and easily see how much money you would make if you sold that item on Amazon. Now, there are a lot of other advanced apps that you can also buy that will help you do this calculation, or they'll even give you a thumbs up or thumbs down for the product, depending on the price that you find it for. So I do recommend that once you make a little bit more money, but in the meantime, the Amazon Seller app is free, and it's free to use as long as you have an Amazon account. So make sure you grab an Amazon account. Okay, the second way that you can get started with retail arbitrage is by going into big box retailers. Retailers like Walmart, Target, and Big Lots. And a lot of these big box retailers either have clearance sections and or they still have a lot of products that are in store that are still selling for more on Amazon. So again, the most useful thing is to get used to that and go into some of these stores, look through their clearance section, and just start scanning everything with that Amazon Seller app to get a good idea for what kind of profit margins you could make on these items. Now, you can also do this with products online, and there is also a lot of different software that you can use, software like Tactical Arbitrage, that will help you search for products at stores. And all you pretty much got to do is get good at using the software and then hit a button, and it'll literally go out there and scan all the products on particular websites and find the product opportunities that you might be interested in buying. Now, if you do decide to go with the method of going into big box retailers, you are going to need a little bit of money. Somewhere around $1,000 to $2,000 should be enough to get you started. But the reality is you can really get started with any amount of money. It's just going to take a little while for you to be able to get a return on that investment, and it's going to depend on how quickly these products sell. Now, one other place that you can go for and look for products is garage sales. A lot of people don't look at these. A lot of people look at these places as they have a bunch of of junk, but you'd be surprised at the amount of products that you could find at garage sales that are still sealed and or used that still sell well on Amazon. So don't be afraid to jump on into those, particularly if you have a small budget, because of the fact that you can get things for pennies on the dollar when you go to garage sales. And before I finish with this video, the last thing that I wanted to give is a tip on one thing that you cannot ignore. And that thing is pay close attention to what brands you can and cannot sell on Amazon. And the reason for this is that the amount of brands that you cannot sell on Amazon is constantly increasing. So you want to stay up to date with what brand you can sell. That way you don't get a policy violation, and that way Amazon does not shut you down. The days of retail arbitrage being easy as pie are long gone, and it's constantly becoming a little bit more challenging to be able to survive with one of the vehicles like this. So you don't want to risk your account. You don't want to get Amazon pissed off at you for selling these products, because a lot of times they frown down upon this. However, it's not against terms of service or anything, and it's a 100% viable way and good side hustle to make money selling online with Amazon. All right, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, just make sure that you do have to be willing to learn, and you do have to absorb a lot of information quickly, and you also have to get out there and just start doing it. It's gonna take some time, energy, and effort to find these products, but they are out there. There are days where I have spent out there for 8 hours plus scanning with backup battery and trying to find the right product. And some days it did take hours to find just that one right product, but when you do find it, it will be well worth it. And that's it for this first model to be able to sell on Amazon. Next time, I'll cover a couple more that are in the FBA range of products that will hopefully help you pick the right way that you want to sell on Amazon. And that way is the way that fits what your budget, energy level, as well as desire to learn are. So I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below. I always personally answer them, and I'll see you next time.